Saturday night, 1 in the morning, I was home taking care of my puppy and I had just finished watching Stranger Things. So I went on Twitter to see some memes about it or to see if someone was as mad as I was, and Kate Bush was trending for the surprise of 0 people. Ever since the season 4 of Stranger Things came out, Kate Bush has becoming more and more popular with her amazing song Running Up That Hill. I got to know this song a few years ago when I was watching The Vampire Diaries. A placebo version of it started playing. At that moment, I found out that it was actually a cover and it's pretty good, by the way. Then I tweeted, wow, we are so needy of good songs that we resurrected a song from 1985. Because okay, Running Up That Hill is a pretty good song, and Stranger Things is the most watched Netflix show. Also, the song plays a really important part in the show and they use it in almost every episode, so of course that you would bring some attention to it, right? But the song blew up on TikTok and it got the top charts. Of course the song got this popular because of all the reasons that I just mentioned, but also because we liked it. That put me in a rabbit hole thinking, okay, I don't want to be this person, but is the music that we listen to today this bad that we need to obsess over a song from decades ago? I can't be a hypocrite. I love Miley Cyrus, Megan Thee Stallion, Billie Eilish, Olivia Rodrigo, and I love some new rock bands like Dead Poets Society, Bring Me the Horizon, that is not that new, Cleopatra, and even though I don't like Machine Gun Kelly, I think he's pretty good at pop punk. But if you follow me on my socials, you know that the majority of songs that I listen to, it's old stuff like Red Hot Chili Peppers, Blondie, Guns N' Roses, you name it, or not, because if you name Oasis, I'm gonna be really mad at you. Again, not to be this person, but I do think that what we listen to today is a little bit messed up, and I thought that this could be a good discussion topic. So for today's video, we're gonna talk about how TikTok has been affecting the way that we listen to music and what I honestly think about it. Just a good reminder that you're more than welcome to share your opinion as well, as long as you're respectful, because I love having my mind open and I love to see what other people think. So please make yourself at home, get subscribed, like the video, comment, share, do whatever you want, okay? And let's go. All right, I gotta give you some context. Running Up That Hill is a song by Kate Bush, as you probably know by now, from 1985. And to be honest, it didn't get that popular when it was released. Fast forward to 37 years later, not that fast forwarding, right? The song is part of a show, blows up on TikTok, plays a UFC fight, and gets the top of the charts. Breaks the record of the longest time it took a song to hit #1 from its original release, the longest time between 2 #1s by one artist, and the oldest a woman has been when they hit #1, giving Kate Bush not only the attention she deserves, but also around $2.5 million per month. But like I said, this song is this massive success right now because we wanted to, because we liked it. Because one thing is blowing up on TikTok, another thing is getting the top of the charts. And Running Up That Hill is such a different song if we think about our current situation. It has that 80s vibe that we like from artists like Dua Lipa, for example, because it is an 80s song. It's also a 5-minute long song, which is something really rare for today. And personally, I myself, obviously if it's personally, I love long songs. Most of my favorite songs are between almost 5 minutes to 9 minutes, and I don't know, I just like it because there are so many things happening in just one song, but it sounds good at the same time. So to me, it feels more like an experience than just listening to music. But maybe I'm going to dip into this topic. The point is that with all the success of Kate Bush right now, it brings up the question, okay, is TikTok good or bad for music? Well, let's start with the good news. I would never get to know one of my favorite songs in life if it wasn't for TikTok. Motion Sickness by Phoebe Bridgers. I love that song. Also, Ty Verdes, he used to be my neighbor and he was a very, very small artist and he blew up on TikTok. Do you know where I got to meet him in person? At the backstage of Lollapalooza, where he was one of the names in the lineup. He also introduced the younger generation the amazing song Dreams by Fleetwood Mac, just because a random guy was skateboarding, drinking cranberry juice, listening to this song. And this is one of my favorite videos ever, by the way. So you see, look at all those amazing things happening. Of course, TikTok has to be a good thing, right? Well, the bad news is when As You Was by Harry Styles came out, I liked it. I found it pretty cool. I listened to it. Oh, it became a trend on TikTok. I made a video using that song as well. Cool, good for him. 2 weeks later, I couldn't stand that song anymore. It was so overplayed that I got the ick. I would open my For You page and go home, leave, I don't want to talk about. And to me, it happened not only with Harry Styles, but Olivia Rodrigo, Doja Cat, and Måneskin, artists that I really liked, but it was so overplayed that I just got the ick. Getting sick of a song is not the only downside of TikTok, and to explain to you a little bit better, I'm gonna use my personal experience. I am not a musician, but I'm a content creator, right? And I'm new, I just started, so of course I want more people to get to know me, and my mental health got really fucked up for a lot of personal reasons, but the career takes a really big part on it. Like I said, I wanted a bigger audience, right? So I went on TikTok and started to do what everyone is doing and talking about the things that everyone is talking about, because like I like rock bands, it's not that popular anymore. So if I want more people to get to know my work, I have to talk about the artists that they're actually trending now. By doing what everyone is doing and talking about what everyone is talking about made me physically sick. I would not only feel this huge pressure to create content like this, which kills their creativity, by the way. Creativity and pressure, they're enemies. They're water and oil, Harry Potter and Voldemort. You know, one can live while the other is alive. I forgot how it is, but you understood. But I was also creating content I didn't like, talking about artists that I don't really listen to. That all made me really sad, burnt out, and you know, people would get in my page and they wouldn't follow me. They had no interest because I wasn't good at it. It wasn't the thing that I know how to do. I was just following this blueprint until the day that I made a very silly, I hate this word, but English is not my native language, so I lack vocabulary sometimes, but I made a very silly TikTok like what your favorite band says about you, and I only inserted in there bands that I listen to, like Linkin Park, Red Hot Chili Peppers, blah 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 blah, and guess what? It blew up. I don't know exactly how many views it has now, but last time I checked it was over 500,000. So that of course brought me a lot of followers, a lot of engagement, a lot of people, and I'm not saying that because of numbers, but the most important is that that made me realize that, well, just like I miss someone talking about those bands, some other people miss it too. There's this research that I read the other day. If I find the link, I'm gonna let in the description, but I took notes and he said that, hold on, I have to read because I cannot remember. He said that 57% of young people aren't willing to listen to songs from older artists, while 36% said that they are looking to know more and more about old songs, and only 18% says that they don't really like it. So going back to the personal story that I just shared, dude, we are willing to listen to other stuff. We are willing to listen to good songs. We are willing to listen to older stuff. We are willing to listen to new stuff that is a bit longer, that has a better songwriting. A proof of that is Happier Than Ever by Billie Eilish, or the rock era of Miley Cyrus, and even the 10-minute version of All Too Well by Taylor Swift. You see, we are actually willing to listen to good songs, but we don't because no one is really making them. Today, what everyone wants is to go viral on TikTok, and for going viral on TikTok, you gotta make songs for TikTok. And when you are making songs for TikTok, unless you're Doja Cat or Ty Verdes, one of the two things are gonna happen. One, the song is gonna suck, the artist is gonna get frustrated, the fans are gonna get upset, and the potential new audience is gonna ignore it. Or two, it is gonna go viral. And then what? I have a very particular opinion on going viral. Let me explain to you. I went viral twice in life. One of the times was this one that I just showed you, that it totally changed everything because it made me realize that, wow, I should be talking about what I like to talk about because other people like it too. I'm gonna start creating content for us, the kind of content that I like creating and the kind of content this specific audience likes watching. Because of that, some of my other videos on TikTok start going viral as well. I know that I'm growing a way slower than other creators out there, but if you see my engagement, it's something so cool. I would rather a million times grow slower but having an engaged audience that likes what I'm doing than growing really fast and no one really caring about my content. Are you following? Alright. The other time that I went viral was a few years ago when I had a YouTube channel in Portuguese, because I'm from Brazil, so that was my native language. That is my native language. And my YouTube channel at the time was was about traveling. So, and it was going pretty well. But one day I shared a very personal story because it was inside of me and I wanted to put it out and talk about it and blah blah blah, but it wasn't related to the content that I make at all, and that video went viral. It brought me thousands of followers. I ended up deleting the video at almost 1 million views. Of course, this is a personal experience, but it's not only the fact that there's a lot of strangers getting to know you, but they are getting to know you for the wrong reasons. I'm not saying that is wrong, but like when they saw the other kind of content that I make, they start ignoring it. I had my arch enemy again, the pressure. I gotta go viral again and my channel can grow again, but I don't really want to talk about this because it's not exactly who I am. It was an isolated thing right there, and if I do end up creating more videos like that, they're not gonna be as good as the other ones because, you know, do you understand where I'm trying to go with this? I just end up deleting the channel anyways, and I was like, I'm totally unhappy with this. I always wanted to talk about music, and I just completely disappeared and restarted from scratch in another language, in another country, talking about something completely different. In my case, it was a good thing because, like I said, I would rather 1,000,000 times be talking about something that I'm passionate about than something that is just made for me. But still, it's just for you to have an idea on why I don't think going viral is actually a good thing. To me, it gives this feeling of 15 minutes of fame. If you go viral for something that is not actually your work, but because you follow a blueprint of what you think it should work, then I don't know, everyone is obsessed with you in a week, and the next one no one really remembers who you are. I know that you were smart enough to understand what I mean. I used my personal example to illustrate because this has been happening to a lot of musicians out there. They get really popular for like a month because they went viral on TikTok, and then the next one no one really remembers them anymore. They have to keep up with that thing that made them viral, and sometimes they went viral just because of something random, something that wasn't the song, something that became a trend. And you know how TikTok is, the trends, they start and they end really fast, and then here we have it again, our biggest enemy, the pressure. I have a lot of musician friends and they are all struggling really hard right now because this is how the industry works, right? Some of them, they did go viral on TikTok and now they have this pressure to keep going viral on TikTok, and it's not something that you can actually predict. Some people would say that yes, but like we are Gen Z, you know, like who knows what we're gonna get obsessed with now. They have this pressure of going viral again because if they don't, it's gonna be really hard to keep up their careers. Or they went viral on TikTok, and it's really weird because TikTok, at the same time that they are very good for whoever is creating there, like creators, musicians, you name it, at the same time that they're really good for it because they give you numbers really fast, is something that I don't know, it's something that people is like everyone is famous, but at the same time nobody knows anyone. The other musician friends that they didn't go viral yet, they are struggling because they want their song to blow up, they want more people to listen to them. Again, if you have all this pressure to create something, you're an artist, you're supposed to feel things and be, I don't know, that's how I see things, maybe not. If you're doing something just because you're following a blueprint, the chances are that it's not gonna sound that good, or I don't know, maybe it is, and then again, just for that song, and what about the rest? And it's interesting to see that this has not only been happening to artists that are new, but also to artists that they have had a career for years, like Halsey and Florence and the Machine, for example. You probably heard about the Halsey drama that she really wanted to release a song, and Halsey, you know, she's award winning and she has a lot of fans and she has a really big career, but her label wouldn't let her drop a new song unless the song became popular on TikTok. Personally, I think it was a marketing strategy and it worked out very well because then it got millions and millions of views. Everyone got super mad at it, like how come she cannot drop her song and blah blah blah. But even if it was marketing, it doesn't it doesn't delete the fact that it's a reality. It's really fucked up that even artists that they have been in the industry forever, they cannot express themselves freely anymore. I mean, the labels have always been a problem, right? Like they always were kind of messed up and everything, but still, like the way that things happen today is just bizarre. You don't have any freedom to create art anymore unless you're creating it for TikTok, and like And not only that, but to me, another really big issue that we have is that sometimes the song is really good in the 15 seconds that you listen on TikTok, sometimes 30, let's be general. So it's really good for those 30 seconds, but when you go to listen to the actual song, it's really bad. And it happens a lot. I'm not gonna drop names here, but you know, like a lot of them is like that. So I even thought like, okay, I don't want to be an old soul, I don't want to be closed-minded, I don't want to be this person. But it was the same with the radio, you know, like we would listen to the same songs over and over and over, and it was kind of bad because it was what they wanted us to listen, while now we pick the songs that we want, but we're not being introduced to those songs. In the radio, at least for the most part, we would listen to the entire song, usually like 90% of it. The songs, they had to actually have some quality in there. I really hope that you don't take this the wrong way, but at the same time that TikTok is amazing and gives space to very good artists that deserves more attention, like Ty Verdes for example, it also gives space to a lot of really bad artists like that D'Amelio girl, something like that. It's bizarre to see how this happens, not only for musicians but also to content creators and actors. I know some people that work in the film industry, and they said that yes, they do look for the number of following on TikTok when hiring an actor. And to me, this is so messed up because it's acting, you know, like you should hire someone who is talented. To me, this is really sad. It's really sad that a lot of talented actors are losing space because they don't have as many followers on TikTok. Same thing for musicians. It's really sad that we gotta buy from places like Shein, for example, that I'm not gonna get into the topic now because I'm not qualified enough to explain that to you. And we gotta do all that to keep up with the trends that go by really fast and to try to thrive in an app. I might be too closed-minded right now, but to me, it just sounds like at the same time that is something amazing, it makes us dumb. Again, we're following a blueprint. We're trying to do what everyone is doing so we can be successful. This is not only sad for artists that they can't have this creative freedom anymore, but also it's really sad for the people who consume it because it's just so much information at the same time, and we get so overwhelmed by it all the time that I just keep asking myself like, where are we going with all of this? So I think about artists like Beyonce and Adele who dropped longer songs recently, and basically they said that there are already too many people out there making music for TikTok. They want to make music they enjoy doing and for defense. Well, again, I'm not gonna be a hypocrite. I love TikTok. I spend a lot of time in there. It did help me with a lot of stuff. I have a lot of folders of healthy stuff, healthy meals and ideas and things like that. It improved my English so much. It opened my mind in so many ways, and I think it's so relevant for our generation now. The way that we see a lot of diversities. We have people from all over the world, and we basically connect to people in there because we like them, not because of how they look, like is the case of Instagram, for example. I still use trending sounds in my videos because, you know, I still gotta expose my content for other people, and sometimes the trending songs are really cool. My mind doesn't go. Hey folks. But those songs or sounds, they don't dictate my content anymore like it used to be. If it makes sense, I use that. If it doesn't, I'll pass. I think it's really helpful. I think it's really fun. I do laugh a lot with a lot of virals in there, but at the end of the day, I follow people who inspire me, who create good things, who create content that I am aligned with. At the same time that I think is very helpful and fun and relevant for our society today, I also think that is very dangerous. I myself was diagnosed with AED, ADHD, a lot of other letters in there just because, you know, so we gotta be a little bit careful. But to me, the biggest problem is that it kills our creativity. We're just trying to do what everyone is doing in order to be successful, and we're losing our authenticity, our originality, the things that makes us different, the things that makes people actually connect to us, and we're just wasting so much time and talent thinking that this is the only way to succeed. So it's not that I think TikTok is a problem, but the right way of thinking, to me at least, would be like, okay, if TikTok ended now, if it ended today, would I be happy? Would I offer to people? If the answer is no, then I might have to rethink the way that I'm doing things. And that's it. I hope you liked the video. I hope it made some sense. Please, again, feel free to share your comments, your thoughts as well. I'm very open to read them, okay? And that's it. I hope you liked the video. If you did, don't forget to subscribe and give it a thumbs up. And if you didn't, it happens. It happens. No, it's normal. It'd be like that sometimes. Bye.